Most people believe you need a perfect plan to achieve anything great. They think you must have all the money, all the time, or all the talent before you even begin. That common belief is wrong. It is a myth that holds people back, keeping them stuck in a cycle of waiting for the right time that never arrives. The truth is much simpler and far more powerful. You do not need a perfect plan to start. You need a simple, clear goal and the courage to take one small, imperfect step. The journey to a new life does not begin with a giant leap. It begins with a single, intentional habit. I remember a time when I felt paralyzed by my own ambitions. I wanted to build an online business, a goal so large it felt like trying to climb a mountain with no gear. Every book I read offered complex strategies and 100-step plans. I spent months planning, researching, and mapping out every possible detail. But I never actually did anything. The sheer size of the plan was overwhelming. It was only when I threw the big plan away and focused on one tiny action, writing for just 5 minutes each day. That small habit was the first domino to fall, setting in motion a chain reaction that eventually built the business I had only dreamed of. Action, no matter how small, is always more powerful than inaction, no matter how well planned. The most successful people are not the ones with the most flawless strategies. They are the ones who master the art of starting. They understand that a clear direction is more important than a detailed map. Your mind is a powerful tool, but it needs a target to aim for. Once you give it a clear goal, it will start to find the path for you, often in ways you could never have predicted. The key is to get out of your own way and let the process begin. If you want to change your life, you can start tonight. You do not need to overhaul your entire existence. You just need to build one simple habit. Forget about the finish line for a moment and just focus on the starting block. Choose one small action you can take before you go to sleep. It could be writing down your goal, doing 2 minutes of research, or sending one email. This tiny act of commitment signals to your brain that you are serious. It is the first step in rewiring your identity from someone who dreams into someone who does. The power is in the start. Napoleon Hill's first rule is the foundation for everything else: definiteness of purpose. This sounds complex, but it is incredibly simple. It means knowing exactly what you want. You must define your goal in a single, clear sentence. I want to be rich. I want to be happy. Instead, you need something specific and measurable. For example, I will earn an extra $500 each month from my side business by June 2026. Or, I will successfully run my first 5-kilometer race in under 30 minutes this year. This one clear sentence acts like a compass for your subconscious mind. When your goal is definite, your brain begins to work on it in the background, constantly scanning your environment for opportunities, people, resources. You start noticing things you never saw before. A conversation with a stranger might spark an idea. An article you randomly click on could hold the answer to a problem you have been facing. This is not magic. It is your brain's reticular activating system at work, filtering out the noise and highlighting what is important to you. A clear goal programs your RAS to hunt for success. Do not just keep it in your head where it can be forgotten or changed on a whim. Take a piece of paper and index card, write it out in bold letters. Then, place it somewhere you will see it every single day without fail. This constant visual reminder reinforces the goal in your mind. It transforms a fleeting thought into a tangible mission. Every time you see it, you are reminding yourself of the promise you made to yourself, making it harder to ignore. Seeing your goal every day does more than just remind you. It builds emotional connection. Over time, you stop seeing it as just a set of words on a page. It becomes a part of your identity. You start to see yourself as the person who is actively working toward that goal. This shift in self-perception is critical. When you believe you are the kind of person who finishes a book, saves for a down payment, learns a new skill, your actions will naturally begin to align with that belief. A definite purpose, written down and reviewed daily, is the first and most crucial step in becoming the architect of your own life. The second rule is autosuggestion, which is the practice of feeding your goal to your subconscious mind, until it becomes an unshakable belief. The simplest way to do this is through a nightly ritual. Just before you fall asleep, when your mind is most receptive, take your written goal and read it aloud. Do not just mumble the words. Say them with feeling and conviction. Imagine the emotion you will feel when you have already achieved it. Feel the pride, feel the joy, feel the relief. By repeating your goal with emotion, you are instructing your subconscious to accept it as a reality that is on its way. This nightly ritual slowly builds the next essential ingredient: faith. Faith is not a mystical hope. It's a quiet, steady confidence in your ability to achieve your goal. It's the inner knowing that you are capable. This faith is not innate. It is something you build, brick by brick, through small, consistent wins. If your goal is to write a book, your task for today might be to simply write one paragraph. That's it. When you complete it, you get a small hit of satisfaction. These small wins are proof to yourself that you are a person who follows through. One day builds a little faith. A week builds more. After a month, belief grows from a fragile seedling into a sturdy sapling. Faith turns doubt and fear into a steady, forward-moving energy. There will be days when you feel like quitting. You will face setbacks, rejections, failures. This is not a possibility. It is a guarantee. Persistence is the muscle you build to push through these moments. It is the decision to keep going when every part of you wants to stop. Hill saw persistence not as a personality trait, but as a habit that could be developed. The secret is to expect obstacles and have a simple rule for when they appear. A simple but powerful rule for building persistence is the 7-day rule. When you feel stuck, frustrated, or ready to give up, make a pact. You will not quit today. Commit to one tiny action toward your goal every day for 7 days. The actions can be minuscule. Even reading your goal aloud counts. This rule interrupts the impulse to quit and replaces it with a short-term commitment. After 7 days, despair subsides and momentum returns. Think of Anna, a young graphic designer starting a freelance business. Her goal: sign 3 freelance clients in 90 days. She told her friend, relied on a mastermind ally, made a nightly ritual of repeating her goal, and planned one small outreach task each day. By week 3, she had sent 20+ proposals and heard nothing. She felt defeated. Her friend reminded her of the goal and challenged her to send 1 more email per day for a week. Her persistence turned failure into feedback. Your journey will be defined by these moments. It will be defined by your response to difficulty. You do not need superhuman willpower. You need a simple system to fall back on when things get tough. Repeat this line when quitting feels real. I act now. I do one small thing. This mantra shifts focus from overwhelming failure to one manageable action. You can change your life with one clear goal, but only through steady, relentless persistence. Start tonight. Take that first step, then commit to another tomorrow. Comment your one-line goal for the next 30 days. Share with a friend who needs encouragement. Like if you are ready to act, and subscribe for more simple guides. The time for waiting is over. Your new story starts now.